Hello my friends, welcome to this next series of yoga videos for you. I'm going to take this as a 45-minute practice. This is generally what I take in the morning, or maybe 2 or 3 times a week in the morning. It will work your whole body. I hope you enjoy it. So just start, as always, just by setting your breath, by scanning in and turning on that internal eye to see where are you holding on tension, or are you feeling a little anxious or a bit flat or really wired. However you are, it is what it is. Whatever it is will change. So just start to observe. Put your palms face up, shoulders relaxed, neck is relaxed, and close your eyes. Touch the thumb and the forefinger and find a steady, even breath. I like the instruction to feel almost as if you're being drawn up to the ceiling by a golden thread. So there's this sense of extension through your spine, not like a rod, but like a floating upwards. And as you float upwards, feel a sense of grounding energy through the seat. Start to collect and squeeze Mula Bandha, so pelvic floor, perineum, anus, the lower part of the body, drawing in and up. This will give you a sense of space and stability. And then you just arrive. And when you arrive on your mat, set yourself an intention, perhaps just a single word, something you'd like to cultivate more of today. Strength, clarity, positivity, or simply just a statement. I am grounded. I am enough. I am patient. With your intention set and that rhythm to your breath, perhaps a count of inhale for 4, exhale for 4. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. I'm mirroring you, so just go the same way as me. And then let's begin. Inhaling, roll the head forward. Exhale, roll the head back. So feel free to take the whole of the class with your eyes closed if you choose. This is called pratyahara, the withdrawal of the senses. It heightens the other senses. Go in the other direction, just unraveling the neck, clicking, oiling, lubricating the neck, the ropey bits at the front beginning to release. And then allow your body to be still and park it on top of the spine. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, palms together, exhaling, they come back to the center. Do 2 more. Inhaling, lift up, feel there's length in the sides of the waist. Exhaling, back to the center. 1 more with the mouth open. Then you're going to close the mouth, you're going to keep the mouth closed. And we'll begin. Open your hands, come forward onto all fours. So get rid of your mat, your block or your book. Spread your fingers and then inhale, sink your spine down, look up. Exhaling, press away, arch like an angry cat. Inhaling, coming up, tilt the tailbone up. And exhaling through the mouth, press into the hands, dome and relax your head as it comes down to the bottom of the movement. Come back to a flat back position. Let's start to activate the belly. Lengthen the right arm and the left leg away. So as soon as you do this, the left glute is massively switching on. You're reaching the fingertips forward, and it's as though you could rest a tray of drinks or a little cup of coffee here on your back. As you reach forward, try and draw the rib cage in, pull the belly in towards the spine and squeeze, lengthen. The breath is still on. Hand and knee back, come down, back down to the floor, and you come all the way back to child pose. Come forward onto all fours and take the other side. So reach your left hand and your right leg away. Watch how the shoulder isn't winging out. I'm not collapsing in the shoulder. I'm pressing into the shoulder. A nice doming around the shoulder, strong tummy, resting that glass of water or cup of tea on the lower back. And as you reach the foot back and the hand forward, find that activation through the belly. And then hand and knee back down to the floor, pushing back into child pose. As you push back, feel that elongation through the lumbar. Stretch your fingers forward and find that sense of expansion. So the back of your ribs are filling your room. And as they exhale, they push the breath out of the body. Come forward onto all fours, tuck your toes under and lift up and back into your first downward dog. So look back towards your knees, relax your head, maybe shake it out, yes, yes, no, no. From here, look to your feet, make sure the outside edges of your feet are in line. You can keep the knees soft. Roll the outside edges of the armpits away from each other and find this delicious tonic for your body. I'd like you to move instinctively. So you can sway your body side to side. You can come up onto the tiptoes. You're just warming up. Maybe walk out the dog, breathing in and breathing out. Keep pulling the belly in towards the spine. And then walk your feet gently and slowly to the front of your mat. Gently relax the head down. It's like a bowling ball hanging off a rope. So you're allowing the weight of the head and gravitational force to allow the spine to be nice and long and spacious. Still the back ribs open and close, filling the room with your breath. Exhaling here. Inhaling as you root down through the soles of the feet. So you've got a bit of space between your feet. The toes are spread, and as they root down like an old oak tree, you start to roll up. The arms are relaxed, your head is relaxed, relaxed, relaxed. The tailbone goes down, and then you start to roll the shoulders up to the ears and back and down the back. Watch how the tailbone melts down, the rib cage draws in, the belly is super active, and then you inhale, lift the arms up. Little baby back bend as you look up, and then exhale through the middle of the body to bring your hands down. So don't worry if your hands can't get to the floor. You can bend your knees a lot. Right leg goes back, look forward. Left leg goes back, you're in a strong plank. Hold here. So find your plank, press into the upper area of the back, so you're not collapsing in the shoulders here. You're pressing into the shoulders, pressing the heels to the back of the room. Squeeze your bottom so that you can really feel a sense of activation here. Good. Look to the front edge of your mat, so try not to just drop your head. Looking forward, nice long line. Good. From here, you're going to drop your knees, take your shoulders over the wrists and drop the chest between the hands. Look forward. Inhale, flow through to a baby cobra, point your toes back, and then lift your hands off the floor, just so you know you're recruiting the right muscles. The tendency here is just to push into your hands, but you want to really activate the posterior chain of the body. Hands come down, they're nice and spread, and then exhale all the way back to your child pose. Good. Keep the armpits open, keep the breath rhythm on, that's your metronome to follow. You come forward onto all fours, tuck the toes and exhale back into your downward dog. So the length of space between your feet and your hands should be, if you come into a plank, you're not moving them. So just see if that's the right distance between your hand and feet. So if you come forward, you don't have to move your hands or feet. So now you're in your downward dog, finding that expansion and release. You can still walk out the legs if you choose. You can shake the head if you're holding in the neck. And then look forward, take the right leg forward. Some of you might not make it. You can just help your foot get there if you need the help. And then exhale, left leg comes forward, nose to knees, breathe out. Inhale, lift and rise. Now, if you've got space in your house or your space, bring them out to the side, like you're collecting the energy in around you into the palms. Exhaling back to the center of the chest, Samasiddhi. Look forward. If the mind's busy, just breathe in your intention or that word. Let's go again. Inhaling up. You can squeeze your bottom if that helps your lower back. Exhaling forward, nose to knees. Left leg goes back, deep lunge, look forward. Right leg goes back, strong plank. So this time, you can either drop the knees, chest, chin like we just did before, or take your shoulders over the wrists, keep that length and strength through the whole body, look to the front edge of your mat, and lower halfway. Chaturanga. Keep the elbows squeezing in, roll over the feet, coming into upward dog. If this feels too much, leave the knees on the floor and look forward. If you're collapsing into the shoulders, be mindful of that and come up and out of them. You're strengthening and opening the stomach meridian, the lung meridian. Magic is happening right now. And then you flip the dog, you come back into your downward dog, look back towards the knees. Again, if you're still in that sense of fluidity and warming up and there's all sorts of aches and pains going on, just really move into the body. Your body wants to move in this way. It wants to use its full range of motion. And then look forward. Left leg comes forward silently. Right leg comes forward, nose to knees. Inhale, collect all the energy this day into the palms. Exhaling. Good. Let's flow with this now. Inhaling up, squeeze your bottom if you need. Exhaling down to the floor, forward fold. Right leg goes back, look forward. Left leg goes back. I know some of you are very strong. You can leave that foot off the floor if you choose. Otherwise, just lowering chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhaling up into your upward dog, shoulders back, heart is open. Exhaling back to the downward dog, tailbone high. Really try and spread the sitting bones. If it's pulling in the lower back or your sitting bones, soften your knees. Breathing in, watch how the belly is scooping in and up. Breathing out. Look forward, right leg comes forward silently. Left leg comes forward, nose to knees. Inhaling, rise. Exhaling back to the center, Samasiddhi. Inhaling, left side, look up and back. Press into the feet as you go. Exhaling all the way down, nose to knees. Left leg goes back, deep lunge, look forward. Right leg goes back, strong plank, on or off the floor, your choice. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. If it's off the floor, you place it down as you lengthen up into your upward dog and then exhale back. Watch how I'm not moving my hands when I'm going from forward and back because they're in the correct position. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the tilt in the tailbone so the length from the crown to the tail is one long pipeline. Look forward, left leg comes forward silently. Right leg comes forward, nose to knees. Inhaling, lift and rise all the way up. Exhaling back to Samasiddhi. One more. Inhaling up and back. Exhaling. Right leg goes back, inhale. Left leg goes back, exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Look forward, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Left side, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, a moving meditation. Exhaling, inhaling left, exhaling right, inhaling all the way up, reach, stretch, press into the feet, exhaling, looking forward and coming back to the center. Good. Bring your feet together, your knees together, so everything is touching, really nice and tight and aligned. And then sit down into Utkatasana, the chair. Bring your palms together, sit your bottom down, have a little look down, make sure you can see your toenails. Try not to cross the thumbs, try and have them together like this. If your shoulders are very wide, if you're quite muscly in the shoulders, you can have them apart, it's fine. Otherwise, try and have them together. The dristi, the focal point, is your thumbs. Fire up the body. Try not to stick the bottom out or tuck it too far under. There's a nice long pipeline from crown to tail all the time. You're breathing in and up through that pipeline, Sushumna. You're going to dive like you're diving into water. Straighten up the legs, interlock your fingers, keep the palms together and bring the arms over the head. Squeeze any tension out of the chest, out of the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. Try and synchronize the movement. Now you're going to step your right leg back and lift your arms into the air. So start to look forward, lift your arms, step your right leg back and come into a high lunge. Good. Now bend into your front knee. You're trying to have a right angle in the front knee. If you need to soften your back knee to get the pelvis nice and aligned, then go ahead and soften it. And then once you've found that line through the pelvis, maybe then you straighten up the leg. But don't worry if you do or you don't. Nice buoyancy in the pose, that you're feeling quite light here. You're feeling the fire coming into the legs, really firing up your body for the day. As the arms lift, again, you can have them shoulder distance or you can have them together. Breathe deeply into your lunge, good. And now I want you to bring your arms out like wings. As you look forward, start to look to where maybe the wall meets the floor, so you're not going to look directly down. We come forward and fly into warrior 3. As you come forward, really flex that back foot, dial down the right hip. So again, you've got that nice glass of water or your favorite drink on your lower back. You don't want it to spill. The arms come out to the side. Your standing leg is rooted. For me, because I've got a bit dodgy knees, I keep it a little soft, but you feel what feels appropriate for you. And then without dropping that leg, bring it forward, bring it in towards you, and hug it in here. As you hug it in, your little foot that's standing on the floor will wibble wobble all over the place. Let it. This is functional movement. Try and find a point at eye level that's not going to move and keep drawing the knee in. Good. Everyone bring your hands to your waist. You can stay here or extend the leg. Massive flex through that front foot. Breathing in, breathing out. In comes the knee, step it back like nothing happened into your high lunge. Good. Pivot on the back foot, place it down, open wide into warrior 2. As you open into warrior 2, pull the wrists apart, bend into the front knee, keep scooping Mula Bandha and keep the rib cage knitting in. Look to the middle finger of the outstretched front hand and keep planting the back foot down. The back foot, have a quick look at it, the toes should be pointing to the top right hand corner of your mat. So as you take your warrior 1, if that foot's looking behind you, you're going to pull in the knee. So turn it in, bend into the front knee, breathe. Lovely. Upturn the front hand, go forward, exhale, reach up and back, keep the bend in the front knee and feel that delicious opening through the side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Coming back to your warrior 2, straighten up your front leg, turn the foot towards, so now we're all facing the long edge of our mat. Bring your hands behind you, interlock them and pull them down behind you. As you open the front seams of the body, draw them down and then lead with the heart. Try and keep your legs straight and come forward, forward, forward. Use the weight of the arms to bring yourself forward, pressing into the outside edges of the feet so the arches are awake. Relax your head, you can shake it out. Yes, yes, no, no. And breathe. Good. When you've taken 4 or 5 breaths here, lead with your hands, come all the way up, keep your legs engaged, keep pressing into the feet, feeling that separation between upper and lower body. Bring your arms out to the side. Bring your right hand across to your left ankle and then lift up, turning and rotating. The tendency here is you will drop through the right hip. Try and keep it nice and square. Now you're getting a nice deep rotation through the mid-back. Good. The middle of the back. Good. Come back to the center, inhaling, exhaling. Turn, turn, turn. So you can look up towards the top hand. If it doesn't feel good, then look down. So you choose what feels appropriate for your body today. Sometimes it hurts to look up. Maybe you've got a massive brain. Maybe your head's just too heavy. So you just look down. Good. Come back to the center. This time take your first 2 fingers around the big toes. Make a little circle, yoga toe clasp. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Elbows out to the side. Bring the head down. And really use the arms to draw the top of the body into the bottom of the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Release your toes, put your hands on your waist, and inhale, come all the way back up, back to the top. Nice. So follow me. You're just going to reverse it and look to the other side. So arms out to the side. Turn your right foot out, your left foot in, and then bend deeply into Warrior Two. Look along the middle finger of the outstretched hand and find that deep bend in the knee. Can you find Mula Bandha, rib cage in? Superpower here. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Check the shoulders are down the back. Upturn the front hand. Inhale forward. Exhaling, exhaling back. Keep the bend in the front knee. The temptation will be to straighten up the knee. It will make it easier, but keep reminding yourself going deep into the front knee. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. From here, coming back to your Warrior Two. You're going to pivot on that back foot. Make sure it comes out to the side a bit as well. And you rise up into your high lunge. As you come into your high lunge, again, soften the back knee if you need to find that neutral pelvis. And then as you lift the arms up and you knit the ribs in, reach the hands. You can make them like stars to really feel the energy moving in every direction. Bring the arms out to the side like wings. Reach them to the edges of your room, and then you're going to come into Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Glue that front foot down and float forward into your Warrior 3. So try not to look directly down, look a little forward, power in that standing leg, square the back hip down so you could rest your drinks here. I'm losing my balance, that's okay. And then when you've had 3 or 4 breaths here, you're going to start to lever up, lever up, lever up, and bring your knee in towards the chest. Hug it in. So as the knee hugs in towards the chest, find that sense of equilibrium through your body. All 4 corners of the standing foot will be working really hard. So when you're a little old lady or an old man, you'll be able to put your own sock on without having to call a nurse. You're good here. You're breathing. Good. Everybody puts the hands on the waist. You can stay here, or you can extend the foot in front of you. Wherever you are, you're pulling the toes back. You might be down here. It's all good. I just want you standing on one foot. Chest is awake. Jaw is relaxed. Breath is on. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring your knee in. Step back to your high lunge, reach the hands high, inhale, exhale. Good. Turn on the back foot once again. Straighten up your front leg and take your arms out to the side. So let's take triangle. You're still, your back foot is pointing now to the top left-hand corner. You reach forward until you can't reach forward anymore. The obliques are switched on massively, your legs are tight. And then you lever down, windmilling down into triangle. Look up towards the top hand, tighten your legs. If you feel any pull in the back of the knees, or if it doesn't feel comfortable, keep them a little soft and micro bend. So you are making this practice work for your body. We are all unique. It is not a one size fits all. In this pose, try and lean back. Your top hip will roll forward slightly, the belly will pull in, and then the legs are nice and strong. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Coming back up, levering up, strong legs, turn in and turn out. Good. Reach, reach, reach. When you want to come down, don't. Reach a little further. Feel the oblique switching on, the flanks of the body. So whatever is thrown at you today, you're there, you're strong. And then you come over, you lean, you look up. Again, if your head just feels too heavy to look up, and actually the attention is coming into the neck and you're tensing, just look down or look forward. Make it work for your body today. If you're more of an Ashtangi-based practitioner, if you're quite long in the hamstring, take the toe. Otherwise, you're resting on the shin. If you want to be working more into the core, it feels a different variation. You can actually hover the hand. So lots of variations depending on what you're working on today. I'm going to rest mine and work into my legs. Good. Coming all the way back up. Bend into your front knee. Bring the back arm up and over as you pivot on the back foot. Let's meet in plank. As we come into our plank position, again, establish your plank. So rolling the shoulders up and back and pressing into the shoulders, nice and secure and strong in the shoulders as well as mobile. From here, drop the knees, chest comes forward, chest between the hands. Inhale through into your baby cobra. Exhale into child pose. Exhale. All the way back. Head comes down. From here, we're going to take some seated poses. So keep reaching the fingers forward as you expand and release the back body. Feel the soothing effect of the forehead pressing onto the floor. So this pressure on the third eye is really delicious. Just allow it to really calm the mind, calm the nervous system. Good. Rolling up to sit back onto your heels. So as you sit back onto the heels, you're now going to sit to the left of your heels. So I'm going to turn to face you. So you'll look like this. You're then going to bring the right leg over the top and you'll sit with both your sitting bones on the floor. If you can't get both your sitting bones on the floor, just extend out through your left leg here. Good. Otherwise you're here. Good. Bring your right hand by your side. Inhaling, lift up through your left, and then exhale, turn, turn, turn. So rinsing out your belly, rinsing out through your back. Don't over-rotate, but certainly don't under-rotate. I want you to keep the shoulders down, they're level, the face is relaxed, and then you look over your right shoulder. Try and keep the foot planted of your right foot, and as you turn, keep this hand stretched. Some of you might want to touch the thumb and the forefinger. And then de-rotate and touch the nose to the floor on the other side. Coming back to the center, little cabaret in the middle, just to swap sides. Make room for both your bottom cheeks. Don't be shy. If they're not on the floor, just extend out the right leg. Left hand at your tailbone. Inhaling. Check your alignment, square, foot flat, exhaling, turn, turn, wring out your belly. You're massaging all of the internal organs here. You're turning the whole spine like a wet dishcloth. Rinsing, 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 rinsing. Keep the chin in, try not to throw it back. Remember, this line through the back of the neck wants to stay really long. Again, imagine that golden thread is lifting you up and then you are rotating. Breathing in, breathing out. Sometimes you'll feel little clicks and pops. It's all good. Just allow them to whoosh through your back. You are not your thoughts. You are here just breathing into the whole of this body. Slowing down the thinking mind and turning up the volume of the awareness body, the awareness mind. Good. Release, de-rotate, touch the nose on the floor, and then bring the feet together. You can bring them as close to the groin or as far away as feels appropriate for you. So if you're quite open in the hips, you can bring them quite close. If it feels like you're collapsing in the lower back, I do that. You can just bring your book or your block back and sit on it. Oof, that already feels better, like I'm more upright. Then open the soles of the feet like they're a book And then as you move forward, you'll start to feel a deep opening in the inner groins, in the hips. You can put your hands on the floor if it's too much, but if you can, put the thumbs at the bottom of the ball of the foot and press and open and come forward. So as you come forward, you'll find, okay, I'm at my edge now, I can't come anymore. That is a very deep and intense stretch. Then you just relax your head and you allow the weight of the head and the gravitational force to draw you down. Keep pressing down into the sitting bones, and if you want a little more, you're pressing the knees into the inner seams of the legs. If that's too much, bring them forward or bring them in a little bit. Again, always working with the body that's on the mat today. This is a wonderful release for your lower back. If any of you have troubles with stiffness in the lower back or period pains in the back, it's perfect. So as you keep pressing in, or just gravity pulling them open, relax your jaw, relax your tongue. Good. Coming to sit back up onto the sitting bones, close the knees together. I'm going to show you now from the side. You're going to bring your block to the side in case you need it in a moment. Reach the hands forward. Come back so you've got a 45-degree angle with the floor and lift your feet off the floor. So this might be more than enough. This is quite intense in itself. Pull the belly in, Mula Bandha on. Maybe hold behind the knees if you need. Otherwise, hands open, chest open. Look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. So you've got a big gaze upwards, chest open. Some of you may even be able to straighten up your legs. Be honest with yourself though. If your hip flexors are just burning and taking over your tummy, keep them a little bit soft. Breathing in, big chest, breathing out. Lengthen down if you want a bit more juice. Point the toes, keep your chest open, nice, like a long boat, good. And then exhaling up. Keep trying to draw the belly in towards the spine. Lengthen, you're going to do this 3 times. Reach your fingers, everything is switched on, toes are pointed, belly's coming in. If it pops out, be kind to yourself. And then exhaling up. You're going to take the third and final one. Inhaling, lengthen, stretch, exhaling. Good. Cosmic egg pose. You bend the knees, bring your hands around, take the elbows, and just drop your forehead or your eye sockets onto your knees. Just relax, like time is just suspended, like you're just floating in space. As the knees and the shins press into the forearms, they'll kind of pull the space between the shoulder blades apart. It's really nice. And then lift your head, place the soles of the feet down. We're going to roll down for half bridge. Reach your hands forward as slowly as you can. So imagine your spine is like a bead necklace and you're laying down one bead at a time. You're still reaching forward as you lay your back down. Don't worry if you fall. If you come all the way down to the floor, good. To begin with, bring your arms out to the side, bring your feet enough in towards your feet, your bottom, so your shins are perpendicular with the mat, and then just scream wipe the knees one way and the other way, just signifying this transition from the standing to the lying. Good, then come to the center. You're going to place your palms face down on the mat, reach them as if you're going to tickle the back of your ankles, pelvic tilt, pull in through Mula Bandha, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up. This beautiful tonics coming all the way up to your face, all the way up to the upper thoracic areas of your body. Good, breathing in and breathing out. Now, if you want a little bit more restorative, you take your block and you place it under the sacrum here and you relax down onto it. It's delicious. If you're good here, you're going to interlock your fingers, roll a little higher onto the shoulder blades, chin is squeezing in towards the chest, and then as you press into the feet, watch how my shins are perpendicular with the mat. They're not too far away, and they're not too far in here. They're really giving me strength to engage my glutes, to activate my thighs, and then really expand my chest up towards the ceiling. Good. Wherever you are now, after your 5 breaths, release your hands, take your arms over the head. If you have your block underneath your back, just slip it away. Now enjoy this, I love this. You're going to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, and as the back comes down, feel a little bit of juice, a little bit of light and squishiness between each of the bones. And then once again, you drop the knees one way and you drop the knees the other way. Really beautiful, neutralizing energy through the whole of your back. Coming into a little closing sequence now. So we're going to come into shoulder stand and plow and fish to finish. Bring your palms down. If you're more experienced, come up with straight legs, using a bit of momentum to bring your hands onto your back and come into shoulder stand. If you're here, stay there. I'll just show. If you haven't got that, you can just get momentum. Get momentum. Get momentum. Get your hands on your back and then walk your hands up. You don't have to straighten your legs up if it feels like you're too long at the beginning. You can keep them a little bent. I want you to make sure you don't move your head from side to side. You're looking just at the feet or beyond the feet to nothing, or the eyes are closed. Feel the hands filling with breath. So you're really feeling the rib cage expand and release. The kidneys are getting a nice flush out. All of the internal organs are flushing. Your heart's getting a rest. The veins of the legs are getting a rest. Good. What's quite nice is to separate your feet a bit and take some ankle rotations, giving some love to your ankles. They're going to be carrying you around all day, or maybe they've been carrying around you all day. Good. Maybe point and flex, point and flex. Good. Legs come together. Flex your feet. Keep that breath on. With this deep compression in the throat, you're stimulating the thyroid. So keep the breath pushing through your throat. If you can, with straight legs, otherwise soften the knees. Start to lower the legs down. So some of you might just come here. Perfect. If your legs do not come to the floor, please don't remove your hands from your back. If your feet are on the floor like this, you can interlock your fingers and pull away in the opposite direction. You might even be able to roll higher onto your shoulders. Please make sure you're across the width of your shoulders, not onto your neck. Nice. Breathing in. Breathing out. So of course you're quite compressed here in your throat. So you're pushing the breath through and it's stimulating all of the glands around the throat. If you're good, you can point your toes, feel the stretch through the shins, the fascia of the front of the feet. Good. It's quite a dynamic pose. You're trying to have straight legs, straight arms. If you've got more space, you can open your legs. Put the knees either side of the ears. For deaf man's pose, you can squeeze into the ears and feel the sounds and sensations of the breath. And then when you're ready, have your hands like brakes to support the lowering down. So like we did in the half bridge, imagine you've got this necklace and you're placing a bead at a time down. You can use your hands as much or as little as you need. You're using the abdominal strength, massaging the body down. When the back is flat and you've got a right angle in your body, if you know you're strong in the tummy, bring your arms over the head. Any niggles in the back, put them under the bottom, imprint your spine. Deep breath in. Lower down on a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Really drawing the belly in. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out of the mouth. Final pose, roll onto one hand, then the other, so your elbows are as close together underneath you as possible. Your legs are straight, but they're relaxed. Press into the forearms, lift up like there's a sky hook attached to the breastbone, and it's lifting you up. Watch how the chest opens, shoulders pull back, and then exhale. Drop your head back into fish, Matsyasana. Breathing in. You are now moving into a space where the throat is totally open, so you're counteracting the benefits of your shoulder stand. That's nice. I've got a nice little hair bobble to rest on. Lucky me. Breathing in, breathing out. If it's nice here, you can stick your tongue out and take a looking back to the third eye. Take another one. Chin comes in, relax your body down, release your hands, you're amazing. You have just worked every single part of your body. Bring your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a big thank you for doing something so positive. Your body wants to move in this way. It's full range of motion. You can come down to Shavasana or take a little blissful baby first, just rocking out through the lower back and the hips. If you're quite flexible, you can straighten out your legs, maybe both at the same time. Or maybe have the feet together. You're going to start to move instinctively. You're going to start to think, oh, where does my body want me to move? Or where does my body want me to breathe? Give yourself a big cuddle. And then come on down to Shavasana for final relaxation. Remember to take as long in this pose as feels reasonable for you. If you've got plenty of time, take loads of time here. This is the juice. This is where all the benefits come in, where the nervous system relaxes and the adrenal gland balances. And the prana, the juice of your practice, is allowed to flow freely. So stay here, just allowing your breath to return to its natural state. And when you've had a good 10, 15, 20 breaths, or even 10 minutes if you've got it, you'll start to wiggle your fingers, and wiggle your toes. You'll start to lengthen your breath. You can roll your head from side to side. I sometimes like to put my hands behind my head like I'm on a beach, and then take the full weight of your head, look down towards your feet, like you're pouring the neck out, so any tension still in your neck, you're letting that go. Draw the back of the neck long. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Roll over gently to the right side of your body, where you'll have a couple of breaths. Taking your time before easing yourself up back to your seated position, on or off your block or your book. And then take a moment, just as you did at the beginning, to really just have a moment to firstly see that real gratitude of, one, having a body that allows you to do that. Two, just allowing this space to feel what shifted. And then breathing in your intention or your single word fully, wholeheartedly into the whole body. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out of the mouth. Namaste.